Cultural methods for bell pepper production. Different types of bell pepper production include open field production, hydroponic systems, and of course greenhouse production. Methods within a greenhouse include transplanting, in which seedlings are about 35 days old and planted to the open depth of the first node when transplanting. Both soilless and soil media is available for greenhouse production. Trestling systems is another method used within the greenhouse system, and they include both Spanish and the Dutch V system, used mainly in different parts of the world and is used as a way for better pruning of the plant and such. Another method found in the greenhouse is pollination through the use of bumblebees. This is to ensure high quality of fruit, even though the pepper flowers are self-pollinating.
Bell pepper plants are fertigated frequently with a complete nutrient solution. The solutions and techniques used for bell pepper fertigation are very much like the practices used to care for tomatoes. For bell peppers grown in soilless culture, their concentration levels are very similar and can almost follow the same guidelines and procedures. Concentrations increase as plants become larger and growth is more rapid. Fertilizer can be mixed in with media prior to planting and can be added throughout the season as time passes by. Fertigation is the main technique used and takes place as early as during the stages of transplanting. Seedlings can be irrigated about 10 times per day. As temperature increases throughout the season, irrigation frequency can be increased up to 40 times per day. During full production, nutrient concentrations can potentially reach nitrogen levels of 160, phosphorus 50, potassium 200, calcium 190, magnesium 48, and sulfur 65 parts per million. The pH of irrigation solution is maintained at values between 5.5 and 6.5, and EC levels, which is a measure of salinity depending on concentration levels, should be between 1.5 and 2.5 ms per centimeter. Nutrient solution can be recycled on the same pepper crop because with closed irrigation systems, the solution that drains from the pot is sanitized and pH and EC levels is corrected to meet the plant needs.
Temperature and light effects. Air ventilation and shade materials use 30% shade help reduce high temperatures during late spring, summer, and early fall. As plants grow and season temperatures increase, irrigation frequency and volume per irrigation event can be increased up to 40 times a day. Night temperatures of around 64 degrees Fahrenheit ensure an ideal seed set and fruit shape. However, lower night temperatures decrease pollen viability in pepper flowers and modify flower structure, making self-pollination less effective. Post-harvest storage conditions are 45 degrees Fahrenheit and 90 to 95% relative humidity.
Pests and common diseases. Common pests. Here we have some mites like Polyphagotarsonemus latus, Tetranicus urticae, and also we have thrips like Frankliniella occidentalis. Pests cause a lot of damage in bell peppers, so that is why we have to control them. Some things that we can do to control pests are biological control, and we can invite beneficial predators and insects into the garden to keep pest population under control. And also we can spray plants with Bacillus thuringiensis. This is a bacterial control that prevents and treats pest infection. And Bacillus thuringiensis kills pests quickly and is safe to use around humans and pets. And also we have weed management, and it is very important to keep the area around the pepper plants clean and free of weeds and tall grass. Tall grass gives pests a place to hide and breed. Okay, now we have common diseases. Here we have Libellula taurica and Fusarium. We have F. oxyporum and F. solani. Also, it is very important to control diseases. We can control diseases with crop rotation, rotation out of pepper and not using other susceptible crops in rotational schedule will be critical for next season and into the foreseeable future. Also, we have mycoparasites. These mycoparasites are known to destroy existing Sclerotia and inhibit the development of new Sclerotia.
So bell peppers in favorable conditions can be picked once or twice a week. And when they are harvested, their size can be usually with a diameter of 2.2 to 3.3 inches in diameter. When harvested, peppers should not be submerged in water when transferring to the packing line. The water can infiltrate the pepper and cause what is known as post-harvest decay. Storage conditions that are favorable for peppers, usually about 45 degrees in Fahrenheit with 90 to 95% humidity. Storing below 45 degrees can cause an injury called chilling. This has symptoms that include water-soaked spots, pitting, or tissue collapse. And the storage life of peppers is usually around 2 to 3 weeks.